Okay, hello back for assisted readings. We're just going on with reading on basic modal logic. Modal logic is something that I study because I study David Lewis right now. Though in the chapter that I'm reading, it's actually not modal logic that he uses. He defines it in a different way, which I've just figured out. So we have discussed about simple necessity and conditional necessity, the question of how to put the boxes, right? And let's just go on. Let me make it a bit bigger for you. A bit here. Okay, so if A then B by itself is necessary. So yeah, let's look at some examples, okay? Let's see how we write that. If A then B by itself is necessary. If A then B by itself is necessary. If A, then B is intrinsically necessary. Okay, that seems to be the same formulation. A entails B. So I guess this here means it is necessary that when A, then B. So I guess this means when somebody is a bachelor, then he will be unmarried. But it doesn't mean that he will always be unmarried. Let's check this again. Yeah. So this seems to be, but I don't really know why that is. It is necessary that if B, then that. If you're B, then it's necessary that you're a bachelor. Inherently unmarriable. So this is inherently, and this is just added to it. So that's what it means. I wonder why that is so in the writing, whether that is just defined or whether it is, there's a deep reason for why that is. Necessarily, if A then B, it is necessary that if A then B is a necessary truth. Okay, so the ambiguous forms have if then with a strong modal term, like necessary, must, impossible, or can't in the then part. Okay, if A is true, then it's necessary, must be that B could mean. Okay, if A is true, then it's impossible that B could mean. Okay, so when you translate an ambiguous English sentence, say that it's ambiguous and give both translations when you do an argument with an ambiguous premise. Give both translations and work out both versions of the arguments. Okay, let's see. So we have here now an example. Translate these into well-formed formulas. Be sure to translate ambiguous forms both ways. Okay, so there may be ambiguous forms. God exists and evil doesn't exist. Entails there is no matter. Why does it entail that there is no matter? Ah, okay. Because matter would be evil. Okay, so it is necessary that if God exists and there is no evil, then there is no matter. So it's not inherently that there is no matter. It's not an inherent fact. Like God could probably also create matter, but matter is evil, right? We know that. So yeah, let's do some translations here. Let's get my board. Okay, so it's necessary that God exists, right? Let me just write that. So I guess I just write it like this. It is necessary so now we just write modal logic, right? I guess I don't write for all. I just write it like this. And I think they didn't want me to make brackets, right? You know, I could also write it a little bit different. Do I have like some clicks here? No. I wish I had eraser clicks, so they actually changed the board a little bit. I assume, like, I think they wrote it like this, right? G. Want a little bit of a thicker pen. Can I have that? So they just changed the whiteboard, which I find a bit annoying. Yeah, how can I change the thickness? thickness 4, please. Okay. Let's look in the like in the, you know what I mean, the solution. How can we find that easiest? 10(1)(a). It's calculating 10(1)(a). Yeah, they just want me to write it like this, the way I wrote it, because now I'm a bit confused because I still have not just modal logic, I also have the predicative logic in mind, right? So I wonder if I should write it also like, oh, come on. Don't make everything so complicated for me. Like now you don't see it, right? Why don't you see it? Something's not working. Why don't you see it? Somehow you don't see it. Open the whiteboard. And the whiteboard, please. Microsoft Whiteboard. Like it shows me the whiteboard on my screen and it shows you white. Let's do it again. Yeah, now I see, but I don't see what I'm writing. So somehow this new whiteboard stuff doesn't work anymore. Let me close the whiteboard and let me open it again. So I open it again. I guess I have to. Yeah, sorry for the wait. Let me just pause for a second. Okay, I got it working again. It was a bit more complicated. So yeah, they want me to write it like this. It is necessary that God exists. And I thought I can maybe also write it like this. It is necessary that there exists at least one x, so that g of x, right? This is how we wrote it before. I think we wrote it like this before. See, you don't do it for a week and everything is gone again, right? Okay, let's do the second one. See what the second is. There is a God is self-contradictory. There is a God is self-contradictory. How do I write this? So if there was something self-contradictory, then it's not possible, right? So I would just write it is not possible that there is God. That's how I would write it. Let me just check whether they have that in the solution. 10(1)(a). You just, yeah, but I mean, so if it's logically not possible, right, then it should be written like this. It is not possible. Huh. Oh, they just have third. Okay. I thought, I wasn't sure. Let's see what they have for third. So for third, they have, it isn't necessary that there's matter. Okay, that should be easy. It is not necessary that there's matter. We already had that. And 4 is, so it should be written like this, right? It is not necessary that there's matter. It's necessary that there's no matter. It isn't necessary. It is necessary. I wonder if I could write it the same, but do they want me to write it like that? It's necessary that there is no matter. Yeah, so I think third expresses that it's possible that there is matter, right? This one here says, so we could also, I think we could also write it like this. It is not possible. I think there will be some transformation rules that we can also write it like this. Let's do the fifth one. Let's do the fifth one. do they have here? There's rain entails there's precipitation. We had that before. What was entails? So that means it's inherent, right? So I guess I have to write it like this. If there's rain, then there is necessarily, however, that was called precipitation. If there's rain, it is necessarily that there is precipitation. Is this written right? When there's a bachelor, it's necessary that he's unmarried. It cannot be otherwise. How do they write it? Did I catch it right? Because this may be the... No, I have to write it the other way. And this is the interesting thing here. So this is the false one. And this is the correct one because I didn't understand it. So this is the correct one. Why is this the correct one? Let's look again into the book and then we finish. So let's go back to the book. I mean, they have here the rule, right? I should just remember the rule. A entails B. It is necessary that A then B, that if A then B. I just want to look at the precipitation example that they had. Was it here? There's rain entails. So if there's rain, but where was the thing with the bachelor? So if you're a bachelor, then you're inherently unmarriable. In no possible world would anyone ever marry you. And then the other one, it's necessary that if you're a bachelor, then you're unmarried. I still don't really understand the difference and how that applies here in the rain example. So, okay, so this one here is simple necessity. Given your bachelorhood, your unmarried is inherently necessary. This version is insulting and presumably false. By contrast, the box outside posits a conditional necessity. What is necessary is not your bachelor or your unmarried by itself, but the connection between the two. This second version is trivially true because bachelor means unmarried man. And how is that with rain? It just establishes a connection between the two, right? What is necessary is not that you're a bachelor or you're unmarried by itself, but the connection between the two, that is necessary. Or when there's rain, it entails precipitation. So the connection is necessary. I guess I'm confused that I see precipitation as inherent to rain. Difficult thing. Maybe you can explain it to me. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments. Bye bye.